Joaquin Buckley says he's embarrassed by the loss to Kamaru Usman because he got taken down in 4 out of the 5 rounds.
You talking about every round. He took me down, kept me there. I couldn't get back up to my feet. I'm looking at Mike Beltran like, bro, come on, stand us up at least one time. Let me get back up to my feet. Like, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I feel so embarrassed, man, because of that loss, you know? I feel so humiliated, man, because of that loss. But at the same time, I got to bow my head. Usman showed me who he was. That night, it really showed its levels to this game.
Buckley's a humble and classy guy in defeat, though. He's not a sore loser. He's a good sport, and went on Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo's show and talked about the fight with them.
You like, no, I'm finna show y'all who I am, you know?
Yeah.
And you did that night, and I can't do nothing but bow my head and show respect. But I tell people all the time, even though I had, 4 rounds on my back, that one round I showed a glimpse of greatness. That one round, and I'm just privileged that you gave me the opportunity, man, where I'm able to do that. But these other boys in trouble, But I'm gonna let y'all hold it down. The Booty Warriors are taking over. Like I said again, I'm gonna let you, Islam, and whoever else, man, that's gonna make their way up to that title, go ahead and do y'all thing. But Buck gonna be back real soon before y'all know.
For Usman, he thinks that Buckley just needs to make an adjustment or two, and then he'll be good to go.
The thing this fight is gonna show you is, hey, I just need to tweak that skill. If I can tweak that skill, I'm in there, because it's not like I went out there and got my face destroyed. It's not like I went out there and got my jaw broke. It's not like I went out there and got just choked unconscious and I had no idea what was going on. I just need to tweak that skill. And if I tweak that, I'm going to be even more dangerous.
As far as what's next for Buckley, a fight with Ian Garry still makes sense to him.
Y'all already know, man, Buck versus Cook, man, that's still a big fight, bro. That's still a big fight, man. We need that. We need that, man. Tremendously. Because to be honest with you, bro, that's the fight right there that everybody's been asking for. That's what they've been waiting on, and I really felt like, I was going to be a great opportunity if I fought for a belt. That was going to be my first little pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying? That $79.99 was going to go crazy, but it looked like they're getting rid of the pay-per-views anyway, so it ain't going to matter. So I really feel like, that right there can be a great main event in the near future, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, I got things to focus on outside of the octagon, and once I got that shit handled, it's game time. It's game time.
With Jack Della Maddalena taking on Islam Makhachev next, Bilal Muhammad should fight Kamaru Usman. Brady could take on Rachmanov. Leon Edwards could take on a guy like Michael Morales. That'd be number 4 and 8. And Ian Machado Gary could take on Joaquin Buckley, number 6 and 7. That would take care of the top 8 at welterweight. UFC 319 tickets on sale, so they confirm some more fights. Barboza versus Close in the lightweight division. Mearshart versus Olasejic in the middleweight division. Green versus Ferreira. Hooper versus Hernandez. Silva versus Aldrich. Andrade versus Godinez. Battle versus Ruzabov in the middleweight division. And Elliott versus Asakura. Asakura went from fighting for the title to now being ranked number 15, and Elliott is number 11 in the flyweight division. Earlier start time for Saturday's card in Baku. Main card will start at 3 p.m. Eastern time, but the prelims start at noon.
Hi, Phil. Alex and Prohaskas loses. Will it affect this fight?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Alex and Prohaskas loses. Will it affect this fight?
He said that he's
Alex and Prohaskas loses. Will it affect this fight?
Will my loss to Alex and Yuri affect this fight? How would it do that?
Siz belki Azərbaycanca deyirsiniz ki,
Alex və Prohaskas məğlubiyyəti, növbəti döyüşə necə təsir eləyəcək?
Alex'in bir də təkrar, Alex'in Prohaska məğlubiyyəti.
Hillin Alex və Prohaskas məğlubiyyəti, necə təsir eləyəcək bu döyüşə? Son döyüşünə. Son 2 döyüşündə məğlub olub, onu demək istəyirəm.
You lost in last 2 fights. How it's affect to you in upcoming fights?
Bu döyüşə necə təsir eləyəcək?
Is it any effect?
Every fight is different. It's a new fight, so that's a weird question. That's kind of just like a dorky online fan question. So I don't really get how that would affect how I'm fighting a completely different fighter. You know what I mean? So I'm focused on what's happening on Saturday and on the task at hand for that.
your and your opponent's last fights were very, very bloody, and during this media session, Khalil mentioned that he's not expecting to have any blood on his face. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen on the 21st? What are your thoughts about it?
If he's not expecting to have any blood, then he's not really ready for war, and he don't really understand what's in front of him. So he can expect that. So whenever I open his face up and he starts to see it, then we're gonna see what he does and how he reacts then.
O qeyd etdi ki, Xəlil bunu özü belə fikirləşə bilər, amma o demək deyil ki, bu belə olacaq və biz yəni döyüşdə bunu görəcəyik, nə baş verəcək və yəni o bunu dərk etmir ki, onun qarşısında necə bir döyüşçü durub.
This guy gets hit more than he hits anybody. Like that's literally a stat of his whole career. Like that's a wild statement. That's wild. But you know, he said a lot of delusional things. He's hanging his hat on the fact of, oh, I lasted longer than he did against Pereira. We have other common opponents. One that I knocked out, one that knocked him out. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, it is what it is. Whatever he has to do to sleep at night, whatever he has to do to get himself up to fight and get himself in there, I'm good with it. It is what it is. He's already made up a fake beef with himself, so he's a fucking weirdo.
Waldo Cortez Acosta taking on Sergey Pavlovich August 23rd in Shanghai, China. That's number 4 and 7 in the heavyweight division. Chance for Cortez Acosta to break in the top 5 if he can get the victory. He's coming off a win over Sergey Spivak, and Pavlovich is coming off a win over Jairzinho Rozenstruik. In the co-main event on Saturday, Rafael Fiziev will be representing his home nation of Azerbaijan, taking on Ignacio Bahamondes. Interesting lightweight contest.
Some special feeling because I always come to Azerbaijan when I'm during in a fight, when I want to enjoy, when I want to relax, and this time I come here and like a few days I'm here, like I'm like, oh, I'm fighting here. What, like I have to fight here, but you know, I have some special feeling. It means a lot. It means a lot because yeah, it's all my career is my story, and now I'm part of the story of Azerbaijan because like first UFC event in Azerbaijan, and I'm gonna fight on co-main event. So for me, it's like wow, like I'm gonna like. Yeah, it's good story.
Fiziev lost a decision in his last fight against Gaethje, but he gains confidence from taking that fight on short notice and still doing well.
More believe myself because I fight one week short notice against the guy who prepared all camp for 5 rounds, and yeah, also more believe myself because it's big risk to going to fight 1 week short notice, and yeah. I just more strong. I feel like I'm more strong, more mentally, believing to my power. And now I have good Cken. He's a big hard guy. He's love fighting. He's when he's on the cage, he always go forward. He don't try to put himself in a fight to save, and he ready to fight, stand up, wrestle, grappling. He always like he have big heart, you know, and he say yes for fight me in my home, flight from America coming here. Yeah, it's big risk for him, and I'm sure he not in his on his career he not have people like me, fighters like me. Technically, is born to born because he like to go forward. I like to go forward, and he's a big guy. I'm a small guy. And if you're small guy fight against big guy, you have to go forward, you have to pressure him. So yeah, it's bone and bone, and when bone and bone meet each other, it's like it's always blood.